Hey, welcome to Unit 2, Existence Lesson 3 Principles. We want to talk about principles as the third part of our important things to do before arguing and looking at evidence for God's existence. The first important thing to do is ask questions that make you humble. The second important thing to do is look at our worldviews, test them, take off your glasses, make sure that they are the best possible prescription. Number three, principles are the things that build worldviews. Principles are like this lighthouse in the storm, these unchanging things that remain constant, fixed, and firm, so that no matter what life looks like, no matter what kind of problem exists, no matter what the storm is, no matter what direction you're facing, you know that if you follow the lighthouse, you're going to find your way home. You know that if you listen uh, clearly to the principles of your life, they'll help navigate you through really difficult choices and decisions. So let's talk about principles because I want to hit one really important principle in our discussion about God. What are principles? Principles, unchanging reality of the natural world. Principles govern consequences. So a principle would be people are more important, have more value than things, right? That's living according to that principle means that you'll experience consequences, right? If you always put people first and things second, you will have positive consequences by following that principle. But if you value things more than people, right, and that's how you make decisions, you ignore the lighthouse, and you want to follow your own path, you will always suffer consequences because those principles are real and they're built into the world. If you keep valuing things more than people, you, along with the people in your life, are going to suffer. Okay. They're like a compass. They always point us towards true north. They're objective and external, meaning like a lighthouse, they're outside of the ship and they don't move. And no matter how you feel about it or how much you value stuff, people are always going to be more important. That's just a truth of the world. You either live according to that truth or you're going to experience consequences by not living to that truth, right? They reflect natural laws. They're good for us. We don't need faith. We don't need revelation to understand that. We have the light of human reason to understand that this is true. And because of that, they help us form our conscience. All right, let's go to number two. Let's look at a specific principle. It's the principle of sufficient reason. Our common sense intuition tells us that everything that comes into existence has a cause. Simply put, whether it's a chair, whether it's the sun, the moon, the stars, whether that is a baby, everything that comes into existence has been caused by something else. So another way of saying it is that every effect has a cause. Every domino that falls over was caused to fall by something else. And so when we want to ask the question, what caused this to exist? What caused this to happen? We've got to ask, we got to search for answers in a particular order, right? So if you're home in the middle of the night and it's dark and you hear a loud noise in the basement, right? You should start investigating in a particular order to keep yourself sane, right? First, you want to investigate physical causes. So there's a baby. The physical cause of the baby is probably its parents, right? Or let's go back to the example of a noise in your basement, right? Either something fell down and broke. That's a physical cause you investigate first before you jump to psychological causes. You're crazy, or you're terrified, or you watched a horrible movie and it's kind of messing with your mind. If you could rule out a physical cause for the sound, you could rule out a psychological cause for the sound, you could move into the realm of the supernatural, right? Let's say you have a good day and you happen to be carrying a four-leaf clover. You would be superstitious if you said the cause of your good day is this four-leaf clover, because you jumped from physical, psychological, and you jumped all the way down to a supernatural cause or good luck. So now you're holding a four-leaf clover because you think it causes a good day to happen, right? What you should first do is look at physical causes. What physical causes could have resulted in the effect of a good day? Good sleep, good food, other people's good moods. What are psychological causes? Well, sleep and food really do affect our mood. Maybe you woke up and good news elevated all of your happy chemicals and you're just on cloud nine already. um, Psychological causes. You're religious if you investigate things this way, right? You use your reason before you jump to the conclusion that everything that happens is supernatural. You're superstitious if you ignore physical causes, psychological causes, and assume supernatural causes. All right. When investigating something, when investigating something, um, how you investigate matters as much as what you're investigating. So how we pursue investigating God's existence matters as much as the topic itself. And does what we investigate affect how we investigate? Of course it does. If you believe God is like the Force in Star Wars, how you argue and look for evidence is going to be a lot different than if you believed God is the creator of the universe, has a personality, and is a person, right? So our questions and our worldviews and these principles, they affect everything. All right, let's move forward to our fourth lesson, which we started today: creation and cause. We'll see you in the next review.